Hi, I'm Dorothy Njemanze, and I am the co-founder of the Dorothy Njemanze Foundation. I welcome you to today's um, this episode of DNF updates. DNF, what's DNF? Dorothy Njemanze Foundation is DNF. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe to this channel. In fact, ensure that you activate the notification so that anytime there's a new video, you get to be the first to know about the video, and you can stay abreast with what we're, you know, focusing on. So, um, late January, there was a crime that was done against a lady, and early February, no, not in late January actually, the video was uploaded online. The video was uploaded online, and what was it? We had a lady who was beating another lady another lady that did not um, react to the beating, that did not fight back. And everybody who watched the video practically was asking, but why is she being beaten so bad and she's not fighting back? And we didn't know why and all of that. But the Dorothy Njemanze Foundation noticed that aside the fact that that video went viral, um, a lot of people were justifying the actions of the beater in the video, stating that as long as somebody that is close to me betrayed me, I would beat more, I will do this, I don't blame her, the girl deserves the beating. No, daily people offend us. If we took the laws into our hands, we would have dead bodies littered all over the streets every day. And so the law has been very smart and ensured that the law has made provisions for it to take care of our concerns for us. To that effect, the law has made provisions, legal provisions, for peace, legal and peaceful provisions for dispute and conflict resolution. And so it doesn't make any sense when people start justifying crimes done to people, and people say, but no matter what she did to her friend is a sin. My sisters, my brothers, please, can we kindly leave the sins to God to handle, and let's leave the crimes to the law to handle? I mean, that's the proper thing to do. So we saw this video going viral. We knew that it was all shades of wrong, and we stepped in, especially because of the things people were saying online, and thought this is a good test case to prove to people that marriage is not an excuse to commit crimes. So we reached out, we looked for the victim in question, and Duruji, some media person in Imo State, whose name Ogechi Duruji, was very instrumental in helping to link us to the victim, and he's not only been instrumental in doing so, he's also shown very serious concern because the person who was harmed is a human being, and it could be anybody. Today there's a flimsy excuse on why Nkiru is the crime against Nkiru is being justified. Tomorrow it could be anybody. So to that effect, what's our interest? Our interest is it okay to harm anybody, especially harm anybody like that? Somebody counted how many times Nkiru was hit, and the person counted over 40 times that Nkiru was hit. For what it's worth, it's wrong, 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 and wrong. And we are dedicated to taking on this case when we're dedicated to seeing that the madness stops. We're dedicated to seeing that the madness stops. Nobody has monopoly of madness, and that's why the law is there to help us to control any violations that are done against us, right? So what are the issues that have given us concern, or what are the issues that we're happy with about the case? We're happy that eventually, of course, so many of us were victims of Ngozi Akakem Iwuchukwu, who happened to be the beater in the case. And the person who was beaten in the case, Nkiru, alleged that that Ngozi came with two people, a male who had a gun and a female who was armed with a phone. So she prepared and came to execute what she had in mind. And indeed, aside executing it, the video is viral as she threatened to. But for what it's worth, what are the legal frameworks that cover our concerns? Pretty much the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act. Unfortunately, the Imo State government has not domesticated the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act. Sorry, where it's pretty hot. So the Imo State government hasn't domesticated the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act, but the Cyber Crimes Act is very, 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 very available. It's justiciable to the people of Imo State. And so it's important that we look at the dynamics of this. At the moment, the issues bordering around intimidation, assault, different charges of assault were taken to the court. Are we happy with the way things are going on that case? Well, the Dorothy Njemanze Foundation is not particularly happy with it's not very happy with the way everything is going on that case, but it's not beyond redemption. And we are in talks with concerned parties on what to do. And there were several voice recordings that were released online. There were several voice recordings that were released. Some released those voice recordings initially in the interest of protecting or justifying the actions of Ngozi Akakem, and there were some that Ngozi Akakem herself released. But in all of them, they strongly linked Ngozi Akakem to activities that had to do with guns, activities that had to do with gangsterism over time, activities that had to do with series of reported cases. So it's like it's common knowledge, all these things that we were just finding out as a result of that video. And a lot of people have reached the Dorothy Njemanze Foundation talking about possible harm that could befall Nkiru because of the content of the conversations specifically between Ngozi and the husband Nnamdi. We share in those concerns and we are not ignorant of them. So, but everything that is being done within the confines of the law, and so we can tell you for sure that we are not leaving any stone unturned in our journey to access to justice. One would wonder, why is the Dorothy Njemanze Foundation interested in the case at all? Because the Dorothy Njemanze Foundation uses the entertainment media for grassroots reorientation. And why? Because we want to sensitize people on what constitutes abuse and how to handle all appearances of abuse. We strongly advocate for peaceful and legal means of dispute and conflict resolution. And yeah, so while at it, what can you do if you feel you are concerned about a lot of things that are happening? So part of what we do, a lot of what we do borders around advocating against sexual and gender-based violence. A lot of what we do borders around enlightening people on sexual reproductive health and rights. A lot of what we do, why do we do it? We do it to improve access to social justice, social inclusivity, and victim support. And are there success stories? Yes, there are so many success stories. There are very, very many success stories. Are they available anywhere to be seen? The Dorothy Njemanze Foundation website, www.dnf.org.ng, has some things. But then, of course, the Facebook page is super active. And you should follow that too, because there's a lot of activities that are on the Facebook page. Don't also forget the YouTube platform is a very important one. And subscribe to it so that you see. Have you seen all the cases that we have posted in times past? You should actually go back and see so that you have a better idea of what we do. Some people are of the opinion that they are concerned about the kind of people the Dorothy Njemanze Foundation is seen to be assisting. The Dorothy Njemanze Foundation assists human beings. So if the person qualifies as a human being and a human right has been violated, Dorothy Njemanze Foundation steps in. The prevalence of violations of human rights exists more with um, girls and women, and that's why we're very interested in the issues that border on girls, women, youth, children, people with disabilities. And so we strongly believe that if we're able to encourage a change, if we're able to inspire an attitudinal change, that the quality of the future generation will be better than what we have now. And so that's what we do. Is it possible that you can support what we do? Yes, 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 and yes, and yes. So the Dorothy Njemanze Foundation, um, there's a Zenith Bank account which you'll find in the comment section. Please feel free to donate to us because so we get an average of 3 cases reported to us daily that border mostly on sexual and gender-based crimes. So we need your support. We need all the support we can get. For some people, their cases need um, medical support. So for some people, their cases need just basic mediations. For some people, their cases need um, full litigation process, all the way to courts. For some people, their cases need an additional economic empowerment, including possibly sending them to school and offsetting the cost of that, or getting them a house because where they are is very unsafe and they probably have children, or there are situations where it makes most sense for them to be moved out of the place of abuse. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then for some people, we have to open small or medium, not medium, we have to open small scale businesses and train people. We don't have capacity to do anything medium, but the basics that people can use to start off, we can. And then keep in touch with them and see how they're growing, help and document. And so going down the line, the Dorothy Njemanze Foundation is going to be featuring and bringing to you a lot of real life experiences so that you learn from real life experiences what to do and what not to do in the course of access to justice. People would harm you, people would hurt you, but there's a proper thing to do and there's what is not proper to do as is provided for by the law. Don't forget, if you've not subscribed to the page, please subscribe to our platform. Yeah, subscribe to this channel and encourage everybody around you to subscribe to this channel. Let's know the topics that you'd like us to discuss. Let's know your thoughts on the Ngozi and Nkiru case. Let's know what your biggest concerns are. Let's know, if there's a prevalence of that you'd like us to intervene in. Let's know what is on your mind, because it takes a village to fix a society. And yeah, we're here for you. Always, 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 always here for you. The DNF updates will not be brought by me alone. I have some colleagues who are going to be bringing you the DNF updates from time to time. It depends on what the case is, where and how we need to make the updates available. But for what it's worth, for everybody who's tuned in to see this episode, I am super thankful that you tuned in. Don't forget to see our former videos that we posted, and please let's know your thoughts on all the videos. Let's know. Should you want to help us, don't forget, aside the payments to the Zenith Bank accounts, there are other payments, donation platforms on the website that you can utilize, especially if you're in other parts of the world aside Nigeria. And we very strongly welcome every support. Let's remember, side chico, side guy, side cock, side anything, side human being with human rights, not negotiable human rights. I've been Dorothy Njemanze. It's been wonderful talking to you about the position of the Dorothy Njemanze Foundation on the Ngozi and Nkiru case. Let's know what questions you'd like us to answer as regards the Ngozi and Nkiru saga. and we will definitely do more episodes to answer all those questions. Should you have concerns, DNF dnfalerts@gmail.com is an email that you can send us information. And should you have concerns about anything that Dorothy Njemanze Foundation can handle for you, please access us by sending us messages on all social media platforms. We are on all social media platforms. Let's know what your thoughts are on our social campaign, as they call it as it is, campaign. Let's know what your thoughts are. Until the next episode, thank you for watching. And stay out of trouble. Crying. Marriage is not an excuse for crying.